Welcome to Wise Beyond Bitcoin, your favorite place to wise up on crypto. Today, you're going to wise up on wise timing the crypto markets, understanding crypto market cycles, basic concepts. To start with, let's take a look at the wise price chart and graph with that little link right there. It takes you right over here. Let me move out of the way and take a look at this beautiful chart and scroll. Here we go. Bada bing, bada boom. And you can take a look at the movement of this technical chart. You can see where it's come up and come down and consolidated. And just to get a basic idea of some terms and some concepts of market psychology in these cycles, you've got what they call the hope, the optimism, the belief, the thrill. Of course, this is that time when people first find out about a project or they see the price taking off. And as the price goes up, more people become attracted to it. And it's this feeding loop that gets people buying it because of the thrill and the belief and the euphoria, right? And with that comes a sell-off and taking profit. And then there's what the complacency, the cool-off period, where it no longer has that growth support. And then there's the sell-off, the anxiety, the denial, the panic. Now, in these older examples where it shows the peak and the trough, the recovery, and it slows this minute growth, almost just slight. In fact, from here, from the hope phase to the recovery from the disbelief, this is a sucker's rally. It almost doesn't come back up. So you see it's almost flatline. This is what typical markets look like. Here's another example. You can see this takeoff period, what they call the bear trap, where it looks like it's going to come down and correct, but then it just begins another huge bull run. Media attention, as I said, this is when you start getting a lot of other attention and enthusiasm when people first find out about the project as it gets popularity and the price grows. And that's where you have the greed and the delusion, the FOMO, the fear of missing out is what it's called. And then there's the period of complacency, the denial, where it returns to normal and it sells off. And then you've got the fear capitulation. Now, again, you see how the return to mean after the disparity and it returns, how there's that, sure, does a bull market, does it slowly grow over time? You see this trajectory growing, but it's minute. Now, let's take a look at WISE token. Well, what's remarkable about this WISE token? And do all cryptocurrencies follow this pattern? Yes, it's remarkable. What's remarkable about this correction is that it barely corrects to 50%. And you can see there is a lot of support, a solid wall of support that has remained in that 50 to 60% range off of its first real parabolic growth. What is behind this? What is WISE token? Well, WISE token is the first asset-backed cryptocurrency where you can, without intermediaries, lock it up through a smart contract. People can lock up their WISE tokens like a bond over time and earn interest. So a lot of what's behind this imaginary floor that's not being broken, that's not coming down, that other markets are used to seeing, there is a large community of support that have taken that Ethereum-backed WISE, and they've locked it up over years. So only so much can be sold off. And welcome to the wonderful world of WISE. What a beautiful time it is to be in WISE. It's the beginning of WISE. So 50 cents on the dollar, 48-cent WISE, 2021, that will be one of the better decisions. I would say that, can it stay here for days, for weeks, even for a month or for months? Sure, it's possible. How long these phases last and which way it's going to go from here tomorrow, no one knows. That being said, this range right here, after seeing this much pullback and the sell-off that took place with the liquid WISE that wasn't staked, speaking of, another great resource if you're looking at WISE, you must check out wiseinfo.io. Great information. Way to save money if you're setting your stakes, because it's important when you join the WISE community, you have WISE tokens, you need to set your stakes. And when you set your stakes, if you're doing multiple stakes, you need to go out 2 years, 3 years, 4 years to really capitalize on these market cycles, you can do it all in one transaction right here, right now. So, but get right to it. You've got data, you've got market data, you've got Uniswap stats, you've got the price floor, you've got the return on initial price to date from its initial price at 16 cents. Great information, but you scroll on down and you also have bada bing, bada boom. You can show where the stakes are ending. You can see on the blockchain information has been pulled to show you the stakes that are active right now that are locked in. Look at this. Stakes out to 5 years. Boom. There are stakes out to 42 years. There are stakes past 5 years, but you can look at how many people already are like a brand new crypto, this new iteration of crypto. Yeah, I would love to see where this is at in 2, 3, 4, 5 years. Now, what would make somebody who studies crypto markets and studies markets, what would make them desire to join something new, this new iteration, and lock it up for 5 years, for 10 years, for 6 years, for 4 years? Why would someone do that? Well, it's about understanding markets. Let's take a look at, if we're going to look at cryptocurrency markets, you should know a Bitcoin historical price chart in the crypto market chart, because Bitcoin has pretty much dominated cryptocurrency markets, led the way, and you can surely see a strong correlation. So understanding the movement and the parabolic growth, and also the strong corrections that happen in Bitcoin, will help you understand crypto markets in general. This is a small back going into my personal experience, fortunate circumstances of luck, where I knew about cryptocurrency back in 2010 and 2011, but I was not at a place to truly study it and really understand it and become involved until 2017, where I was directed to look at it again with a fresh set of eyes and spend more time on it, and have a little bit of resources with which to play around. When I came into Bitcoin, I came in really excited about the technology and having no idea of how long it would take to develop or where we were at. And I bought in a peak. I came in June, pardon me, I came in around June of 2017. I remember it was 2,500 bucks. I remember it was around 2,500 bucks. So somewhere around here is when I first started entering into the crypto markets. Now, I had no idea what was about to happen the rest of that year. But of course, at this time, I bought a peak. Would you ever recommend to someone to buy a peak? No. So there is no, you do your research and make sure that your timing is coming in, and what's a good time in your life and what makes sense in your heart. And of course, what you're coming into, do what you do that you support and you want to be a part of it. And what's beautiful about Wise Token is an ethical, equitable crypto that's transparent. So for me, it's a joy to be a part of something like that for a long time, right? And to just be in on it from the ground floor up. How exciting is that? Welcome. If you're watching this, if you're listening to this, you are part of a new innovation and iteration, what's called a super crypto, deemed by someone in the community. And right, they are a crypto that, like a bank that cannot remove the backing. If you were to take your dollars to a bank and they could not keep the gold, it was always there. If there was a run on the bank, you always had your gold. Well, if there was a run on Wise Token, you would always have your Ethereum. There is locked Ethereum, so much Ethereum that's locked up on Uniswap, more than can ever be pulled. So almost deflationary to Ethereum. That's how amazing the locked liquidity for Wise is. So check this out. Going back, I digress and I digress. I came at the peak, but I felt like, what, this is a new technology, and I think this is long run thinking. Come in, if you're coming into Wise, this is not for people who are pumping and dumping. These are people who are looking in at something that's better than Bitcoin as a cryptocurrency, something that's better designed, that's more well suited for people around the world, all over the world, to be able to be their own bank, to share in the beauty of cryptocurrency. So let's check this out. You scroll forward from that summer of 2017, and what happened was it began this amazing, quite remarkable little run up to the peak of, at that time, $20,000 within a few months, within half a year. Now, of course, Shortly thereafter, it spent about another 3 years going sideways in a bear market, 2 to 3 years, just going sideways before its recent run up again in 2020 to 2021 up to its all-time high, its recent all-time high. So the point of showing you this chart is when you come in, what may seem like a peak at one point in time, for those who came in and thought, oh my gosh, I came in and bought 96 cents. Sure, you bought at 96 cents. But if you could go back in time, would you have bought it at a peak in 2017? Would you bought Bitcoin at 2,700 bucks? Would you have bought it 2,500 bucks? Sure you would have. And if you're patient for just a couple years, what would you have returned on that 2,500 bucks that's now worth $4,000? I mean, do I need to get a calculator to do the math? I shouldn't, but right now I do. 16 times. A 16x return on your money, on your investment in the matter of 2 to 3 years, 16x. So where else, in what market, right? And that's from buying from one peak to the next peak. Now, 2 to 3 years. That's why I say if you're gonna join the WISE community, a healthy mindset and a healthy attitude for timing the crypto market. Not only is it, they say buy the dip and not try to buy the peak, but it's also about having a realistic time frame in mind when you enter the market. So the realistic time frame, I would say, this is not financial advice. These are just my perspectives from the years I've been in and from what I understand and from what I see. There are errors and things I don't understand, things I don't see. But from what I do see and understand, this is what I'm sharing. Do your research, make your own decisions, and period. End of story. That's what it's about. From my perspective, this is a beautiful range. If you're saying, I've been wondering a good time to enter in or to stagger in a dollar cost average and to come into the crypto market, what's a solid crypto? What's a solid alt? What's a solid play for 2021 and for the blockchain tech? WISE token, digital asset backed, redeemable in ETH, locked liquidity. Here you go. You can see it's consolidated. You can see it's now converging, and you can see this support. This is a good range. Could it drop a little lower? Sure, it could a little bit lower. But they say that there's a stake ending January 31st in a few days, that if this multi-million-dollar stake were to sell everything and say, I don't want to be a part of an ethical, equitable crypto, that's not interesting to me. I want to go find some centralized, unfinished project that can do something that it says it might do years from now. Great. If they were to sell everything, then it could drop a few percent, which at this point would be a couple cents. Boom, a little slight dip. And then all of a sudden, okay, more weak hands out, and here we go. If that person says, okay, I just want to test it. This thing does work. It's worked out just like I planned. I was able to withdraw my contract. My WISE token interest grew. And you know what? I'm going to restake this for a ladder for multiple stakes, and bada bing, bada boom. Well, there you go. That value, that floor will increase and continue to grow. How long is it going to be here? Who knows? How long? What's going to happen in all of crypto markets? It's all correlated. It's all connected, and we will all learn this together. That being said, is this range a solid range? Yeah, this is absolutely a solid range. You can see from the pullback that's taken place, this is a good entry point. This would be a solid entry point. When is up to you. A little bit now, a little bit after the 31st, if you want to play that and wait a little bit longer and do more research. But is this percentage, is this place within the WISE token historical chart price? Yeah, this would be a solid play. Let's see, what other resources do I have for you? We looked at some of these market cycle concepts, and we saw the Bitcoin historical price chart, which is nice to see, to have an understanding. And we've looked at the WISE price. You understand some ideas of buy the dip. This is a great time. Obviously, if you're coming in now, you're able to have the benefit of looking back at the last few weeks, seeing the pullback, seeing the consolidation. Obviously, you never know in the moment right here. You don't know that right in here you're at the end of a run up. For all you know, right here, you think you could be at this point or at this point, and it's beginning to its next stair step to, and that's the beautiful thing about being able to look back. And I don't use technical analysis to make predictions of the future or tell you what's going to go on, but you can look at charts and look at patterns and look at probabilistic outcomes and look at your greatest potential. And after pullbacks, and you look at healthy markets, where's that greatest potential going? Ceteris paribus, it's looking very, very good for the WISE token, Ethereum smart contract protocol. Now, you want to learn more about it? If you're new and you want to understand about this asset-backed digital currency with risk-free interest and no intermediaries, I'm going to do another video shortly that compares it to other DeFi protocols, Aave, Celsius, MakerDAO, and they're great projects in cryptocurrency and blockchain technology. But do they compare to WISE token? I will compare them, but do they compare? No, there is something that separates WISE token that makes it a cut above the rest, and that is there is zero counterparty risk. It is all done through smart contracts. You do not have to worry about other people messing with your money, messing with your Ethereum, with your liquidity, with your backing. The interest is between you and the contracts. You and time, you lock it up and it happens. Begin your DeFi journey right here at wisebeyondbitcoin.com. Show your friends, show your family how easy it is. We help baby boomers and people of all generations to say, look, 3 steps. Do it from your phone. Do it from your home. Do it from your computer. Download MetaMask for free. Write 12 words down. Add funds. Boom. There you go. Get your Ethereum on there. Boom. Exchange it for WISE. Right with this link. I mean, we're going to walk you through it. We've got the videos. Get your 10% stake bonus. Start earning interest. Set your stakes. Look, the point of WISE is to be your own bank. So when you jump into WISE, come in with the mindset of not, hey, I'm going to get rich and be a millionaire next week. Come in with the mindset of, I'm part of a brand new iteration of crypto. Let's take cryptocurrency to the next level. And let's see where this is at in 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. Lock it up. Get some and stake it to make it. Set some ladders. And boom, watch my videos. If you want to learn more about staking and learn more about how to get started, I will walk you through this and show you how this crypto is so remarkable, so innovative, that if you're out there, you're like, man, I understand how beautiful this is. I've been following crypto. I love this technology. And this finally, this is what crypto is meant to be. But I don't have a bunch of money. I can't buy a bunch of Ethereum. And I really, but I can talk to people and I've got skills to market and I can add value to the community. Well, guess what? You can help add value to the community. The value that you add to the community is actually tangible and it's built in, it's rewarded. You help grow the community, and the people that you help bring, that value that you help bring will actually earn you passive returns, dividends that come to people. How beautiful is that? People who have no money can earn and join the cryptocurrency re-evolution. It's remarkable. It's beautiful. WISE Tokens redefining DeFi, and it is doing DeFi the right way by making you your own bank and treating everyone equally. You and time, how it works, we'll tell you, keep you from zero to crypto hero, beginning, reservation phase, how does it work now, your one-stop, premium, grassroots, outreach, education shop, Wise Beyond Bitcoin. Beautiful little article right here, if I do say so myself, about how WISE Token has made crypto history with this first massive owner's liquidity pool. Learn about it, know about it, look what you're getting into. And of course, if you really want to understand the deets, at the very top, always read the white paper, the teal paper. We've got it right here for you at the top. This is all about education. We're here to help add value and help grow the community. If you have questions, we've got consulting. If you want to know more, we've got economics blogs, and there's some grassroots love if you want to help grow the community in different ways. So we look forward to sharing more with you on the next. Hope you learned a little bit more on timing in the WISE market, WISE crypto timing. Until then, have a beautiful day. Namaste.
Thank you for your time and interest in our labor of love. We share our work to plant seeds of abundance and prosperity for a more harmonious way. This is not financial advice, and we encourage you to do your own research. We are not paid or sponsored, and we do not seek your money or investment. To show us love and pay it forward, just use our referral link in the description or at wiseboundbitcoin.com for claiming your 10% bonus crypto. And remember to like, subscribe, and share. If you disagree with our views, feel free to share with someone you find disagreeable.